All right, so what we got here is NPR. For as long as I was like, we better watch some NPR videos before NPR goes away. One of our local community radio station is probably going to buckle under the lack of funding from the government now. So super dope. NPR is now, going to be defunded. PBS defunded. So I wanted to watch this video. This is a video actually about the checkpoints in D.C. as law enforcement takeover ramps up. And this is what's going on in Washington, D.C. right now. And people are standing up to this, by the way. I saw videos of people, flipping off the cops, screaming at the cops, letting them know how they feel. So, who knows how long it's going to go until those type of protests aren't effective anymore and things escalate. But for now, that's what's going on. So I wanted to watch this video with you guys and check out this NPR video on what's going on in D.C. right now.
President Trump says he plans to seek approval to extend federal oversight of Washington, D.C.'s police force. And a federal appeals court has ruled the White House can continue to withhold billions of dollars in foreign aid. Good morning. I'm Kristen Wright from NPR News, and here are today's top stories. President Trump's federal control over law enforcement in Washington, D.C. is ramping.
What are we doing? And we're going to put that in how many cities? We're going to put that in Los Angeles. We're going to put that in Chicago. We're going to put that in New York. This is dystopian shit. You can't make this up. You do not. When you say that you're going to put federal troops, when you say you're going to put police officers, when you say that you're going to, put the National Guard in Los Angeles, what they actually mean is that they're going to patrol places that already don't have crime. Look, the DuPont Circle where fucking Pickleball's got his ass beat, and that's what happened. He got his ass beat. It wasn't a carjacking. You don't get your ass beat and then get to keep your car if it's a carjacking. If you're in a carjacking and someone beats the shit out of you, they take your car. That's the goal of carjacking you. They don't just walk away from that shit and just leave you chilling. But where he was at, DuPont Circle, median average salary for an individual in DuPont Circle, $120,000 per individual. These checkpoints are literally to say, poor people don't come here. Brown people don't come here. And if you look, there are black people that are part of this. Police officers, National Guard, we've seen it with ICE agents, obviously Latino people. At one point or another, the American people have to say enough is enough and just say, I'm not going to do this to my fellow citizens. It's going to take the efforts of everybody. You cannot just go along with what Donald Trump wants you to do as a National Guard soldier or as an FBI agent or as a police officer. At one point or another, you got to decide where that line in the sand is and say, morally, I can't stand for this. I'm not going to do this to people.
Up. The White House says federal agents and the National Guard will be on the streets 24/7. Federal agents and local D.C. police officers stopped vehicles at checkpoints last night. Protesters shouted and warned drivers not to go down the street. Residents have varying perspectives on crime in the city, but many feel this is not the right approach. Ava Shen put it this way.
Based on other things that he has done, is just a string of decisions that will ultimately expand presidential power at the expense of other branches.
It's just limit testing. It's limit testing. Because eventually what you're going to see is these people patrolling the streets of cities across the country in an attempt to make people afraid. He's limit testing. He wants to see what's going to happen in these cities if police officers are going to capitulate, if National Guard is going to capitulate, if soldiers are going to capitulate. Because when it comes time in 2026 for those midterms, and he goes, holy fuck, California did it, they redistricted, now they have a chance to totally take the House, we're losing the Senate, you know what he's going to do. There's absolutely no fucking way Donald Trump is going to just sit on his hands and go, well, it looks like they got the House and the Senate now. He's not going to allow that. He's going to put these officers to work He's going to do what every dictator has ever done. And that is he's going to say, well, looks like martial law. I have to do it. People are beating up pickleballs. And I just wanted to say this. What Shade Dragon just said. I don't think Big Balls was attacked at all. I think it was staged. There was no footage. And in D.C., there's cameras everywhere. Trump just wants another Dubai. That's literally what I was saying just last night on stream. I don't believe, as a person that comes from the fucking hood, a person that has been around people that carjack people, a person that has been around real fucking gang members, I can tell you that shit, it's sus. And just the fact that they reacted as quickly as they did, you telling me fucking pickleballs there was like, oh, well, I should send this directly to Trump so that way he knows. And then Trump immediately was like, we got to get the feds out there. It is one of two things, in my opinion. Either pickleballs mouthed the fuck off and got his ass whooped, and now they're using it for white fright. Or that shit didn't happen at all, and they are using it for white fright. But the outcome is the same. I'm calling bullshit on that big balls bullshit.
Government. I just don't think deploying the National Guard is the solution to whatever they're claiming.
President Trump says the goal is to fight crime in the capital city.
I'm going to be honest, Etch, that would probably be the funniest one. That shit would crack me up. If Donald Trump paid some kids to just beat the shit out, he's like, I hate that kid anyways. Fucking pickleballs pisses me off. Hey, you. You want to make a quick $5? That kid can't fight. I can tell you he can't fight. Take a look at that kid. That's fucking hilarious, Etch.
Resident Alicia Cooper says she feels more safe now.
The positive is a sense of security. Residents, at the end of the day, they can feel secure that they know that there is a higher level of chain command that is monitoring, what's going on.
D.C. city leaders point out that local and federal data show violent crime in the district has fallen to a 30-year low.
Yes.
Trump says he's going to try to extend federal oversight long term. President Trump says he will host this year's Kennedy Center Honors Award show in December. He named himself chairman of the board of trustees in February and replaced its members.
Bro, the fact that people are like even questioning whether or not this motherfucker is an authoritarian dictator, like he's naming himself to every fucking post, that's even kind of cool. Like this is some shit a 12-year-old does. I'm not fucking joking. This is shit that a 12-year-old does, dude. Like, you're just like, I don't know why no other president has done this. Why hasn't anybody else done it? I don't know, dog. Maybe because they didn't want to be seen as if they were fucking 12. Maybe they thought being professional was something that was important to being the president of the United States of America. I'm going to make myself, I'll be throwing out the first pitch of the World Series. Like, the fucking commissioner for baseball is going to be like, whoa, when did that happen? I made it happen. I'm going to have the Secret Service detain everybody here while I throw out the first pitch. He's like, and now I'm also the person handing over he's going to steal the fucking Super Bowl trophy, isn't he? He's going to steal the fucking Super Bowl trophy. My Eagles are going back-to-back this year, and this motherfucker is going to steal the trophy, isn't he? God damn it. This is the dumbest fucking timeline.
NPR's Elizabeth Blair says the president is defending his decision to play an active role in the Performing Arts Center during his second term.
Yeah, that is true. That's what
Over
they
the
said.
years, the Kennedy Center has tried to keep politics out of its programming and the honors event. That's one of the reasons there was traditionally a bipartisan board. Trump did not attend the honors during his first presidential term.
Oh, they look like some underage ladies right there.
At the press conference, this is what he said about getting so involved this year.
I shouldn't make this political because they made the Academy Awards political and they went down the tubes. So they'll say Trump made it political. But I think if we make it our kind of political, we'll go up.
The honorees are singer Gloria Gaynor, country artist George Strait, actor Sylvester Stallone, Broadway actor and singer Michael Crawford, and the rock band Kiss. California Governor Gavin Newsom is holding a press conference today to announce his plan to counter Republican efforts in Texas to draw new congressional maps in an attempt to gain more U.S. House seats. Newsom says President Trump is trying to rig Texas districts. Newsom has plans to call a special election for a House map ballot measure. Meanwhile, Texas Governor Greg Abbott is calling a new
motherfucking Governor Hot Wheels. What is up with his face? Why does he look like he is made out of Play-Doh? What? These people are not human. They're not human.
Session. The Texas
that is a lizard if I have ever seen one.
Newsroom's Blaise Gainey reports the agenda still includes
if he was a lizard, he would have grew back his legs. My bad.
Drawing the state's congressional map.
House Democrats remain out of state to block the redistricting bill, which could add 5 more Republican seats to Congress. Speaking in Chicago, House Democratic Caucus Chair Representative Gene Wu of Houston said they expect new maps would eventually become law, but wanted to be sure that other Democratic-led states were ready to fight back.
Texas is determined to do this. If other red states are determined to do this, then we will have other states who will make sure that it does not matter what they do.
It just needs to happen. Like I said, fuck all this shit, man. Fuck defending against the action. Go on offense, redistrict these maps, take back the fucking House, and impeach Donald Trump. 100%. No more of this shit. Yeah, an unarmed carjacking. That's what I was saying. No, bro. No, it's not. It's not. Gang members, look, I'm not saying that we had like a bunch of highly educated gang members where I come from. I'm just saying apparently they're smarter than the ones that fucking were down there beating up big balls.
That we will nullify their actions.
Several Democratic-led states across the country have said that they too will redraw their congressional maps. For NPR News, I'm Blaise Gainey.
President Trump was handed a legal victory when a federal court of appeals ruled that the administration can
exactly, Mervin. We need the Senate too. 60 seats in the Senate as well.
Spend billions of dollars that Congress had earmarked for foreign aid spending. And
sheet poster. They didn't send those ICE agents to scare Newsom. They sent them to scare the fucking people. They sent them to scare all of the people that are not white skinned, right? I mean, just call it what the fuck it is, right? Like, I mean, we've pussyfooted around all this shit so much. It's time to just call it what it is, and that is they were there to make brown people feel scared about supporting Gavin Newsom. It's just that fucking simple. I've been a person that has done this too many fucking times, and I agree that it's time to stop doing it, and that is that I would pussyfoot around these things saying, hey, let's make sure that, like, what we're saying, like, that it is exactly what it is. We don't want to be incorrect. Call it what it is. It ain't that hard anymore. They're just being racist. They just want to keep brown people away from Newsom, and they want brown people scared to come outside.